I'm a gangster too. Baby, I'm a gangster too.
Hi, besties, and welcome back to Kisses and Chaos, where we give you all the piping hot tea on my chaotic, messy ass love life. And hopefully, I help you guys learn from my mistakes, okay? And today we are diving into the heartbreak territory, which I myself know lots of. I have been a heartbreaker and I have gotten my heart broken a lot. And it's not just any heartbreak, but it's the kind where you love somebody so much, but you still know it's time to walk away. And believe it or not, babies, I am in the middle of doing that with my ex, which you guys know by now. Actually, me and her just got off the phone because we've been on no contact for a week, and I have not messaged her at all, but she's messaged me every day, like lots and lots of messages, lots and lots of calls. So I was like, I need to give this girl some kind of closure. Even though everyone's like, she doesn't deserve it. But I was like, okay, I'm going to give this girl some closure. And she just deflected and got mad. But then she called back and she cried. And it was kind of nice. I hope it stays like that. Anything's possible. But having her be nice was almost harder. My heartstrings got tugged, like her, like being sweet, telling me how much she loved me and like how sorry she was. I don't know. I was so close to just like falling back into that cycle. So I felt like what better fucking time to write about how to walk away from somebody you loved and while I'm currently fucking doing it. So sorry if you guys have heard this fucking backstory a bajillion times, but my ex was somebody I fell for very, very quickly. I just like fell in love with everything that she presented herself to be, but I found out very quickly that that was more so potential. Because oh my god, the red flags were flinging in the air, and I was just painting them green. I just painted them green. I was like, please, please, she's so hot and tall. Please, we have the best sex. I was like picturing my whole life with her, kids, a wedding, you know. I quickly found out that wasn't going to be our story. We had the most chaotic, firework, loving, hateful relationship, as I can explain it. But she has lied so many times. She's lied over and over and over again to me. But about little white lies. And white lies you can kind of see past, especially when you're like talking, not together. What really was the moment when I was like, okay, I need to walk away was the fact that she lied about having sex with her ex just a couple days after she asked me to be her girlfriend. And technically, we weren't dating, but we were like, we just were dating. And she was the one that fucked up in Salem. And she fucked her ex. And then the whole reason why it's so upsetting was because she found out I hooked up with someone and made me feel awful for it, knowing damn well she already hooked up with her ex before this point, right? And she's one of those people that would be like, oh, my ex is so crazy. My ex is so crazy. And I don't know why I'm such an idiot. And like, that's like such a red flag. But I was like, yeah, maybe she is. I hate that I called her crazy. I hate that I did because my ex definitely probably made her crazy. I mean, can you imagine like your ex sleeping with you and then going back to their new girl like a couple days later? Like, I would fucking lose it. But the whole thing was that she manipulated me into feeling bad about me hooking up with someone, knowing that she already did with her ex. So that was like kind of like, okay, it's time. It's time to go. And when I finally walked away, she just like kept calling me nonstop, like texting me constantly, making fake accounts to follow me. So today I broke no contact, like I was telling you guys. And first she didn't want to take accountability for anything, but then she did. And I think it just like makes it so much harder, like I was saying before. Because at first when she was so reactive, I was like, fuck this bitch, dude. Like this just confirms it. And then as soon as they're sweet again, you're like, wait, did I make the right choice? No, I did. Because the whole week of no contact, dude, I had so much fucking clarity. So after Salem, she fucked her ex, didn't know. And we were supposed to go to Hawaii. I was playing a show in Hawaii. And I was like, baby, I know we're struggling right now, but I still want you to come. I have everything booked for us. I have my flight, whatever. And she was so persistent about saying, like, "No, like, I don't think we're in a good place." And I was like, "But we're not in a good place because of what you did." Like, in Salem, like, she punched a wall and it made me scared, and she's called me, like, a bitch and stuff. Like, she gets really nasty when she drinks. I don't know why the fuck I keep finding these fucking people that are so mean when they drink. There's more stories that come on that. I've dated lots of alcoholics, but her sister was supposed to come, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna have my sister around us right now." And I was like, "Why? What do you mean? I've done nothing." And it was because the whole time she was fucking her ex. So having this is why no contact is so important. We're gonna do an episode on that. But like you regain so much clarity. But walking away from someone you love is hard, even if they fucking have hurt you. Like, guys, I've been in physical relationships. Like my ex used to, like, not the one that I just was with, but she would used to be physically abusive with me. And I started understanding Amy Winehouse's quote, "He hit me and it felt like a kiss," because that push and pull of a toxic relationship. So if you haven't listened to the toxic relationship episode, please go do it. It can really become addicting. And walking away is so fucking hard. But love is not enough. If they're not showing up for you, if they're not meeting your needs, or worse, disrespecting you, actively hurting you, then no amount of love can fix that. And people do not change overnight. My last ex, she's going to have to go from years and years of therapy because of her anger issues. And do you really want to sit there while this person works on themselves when you've already put in so much work on yourself? No. There are so many other fucking fish in the sea. And I know you're like, "But I want that fish." I get it. I get it. But honey, I have fallen in love again and again. I am that bitch who will fall in love constantly. And everyone's like, "Oh my God, Lucy goes through so many relationships." Yeah, bitch, so what? I like to fall in love. And I'm like a prime example that you will find someone else. When I was with my ex who used to hit me, I thought she was everything to me. And she was awful. She was awful. She used me and abused me. And I always was just like, "But I love her." Like, I get it. Trust me, I fucking get it. You can't love someone harder and change them. It just doesn't work like that. You're just going to end up losing yourself. You have to stop. You have to stop the cycle and put the love into yourself. You also, like, if they don't even want to change, then they're not going to change. And it's just, I hate, so many exes have been like, "I'll change for you." I don't want to be the fucking reason you're changing. Like, what if like something happens and you freak out? Every time my ex and me would have a fight, she would say, "I'm only changing for you." And I was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Okay, well, this is so much fucking pressure. Like, I literally don't know how to cure you. I'm just trying to teach you how to love me correctly, but obviously you can't even do that." Okay, so let's get into how you're going to walk away from somebody that you're still in love with. You're probably like, "Lucy, like, this all sounds fucking great, but like, how do I actually do it? Like, you have fallen in love again and again. You've gotten out of physically abusive relationships, emotionally abusive. Like, how the fuck do you do it?" I got you, baby. Step 1. You're gonna block their fucking number. You're going to block their fucking number, especially if they're fucking consistent. Especially if they're consistent. I should have done that because I think, like, the dopamine hit I have off of her begging for me, I'm like, "Oh yeah, she loves me." But no, like, it does nothing. It does nothing but make you reconsider why you're fucking doing this. Stop looking at their stories. Stop looking at their reposts on TikTok, because all it does is prolong your fucking healing. I swear to fucking God, it's not it. Because every time you look at what they're doing, you're giving them that energy that you should be giving to yourself. You're giving them that space in your mind that you should be filling with something else. Like, they've already taken enough from you. Why are you continuously doing that after you're trying to leave? You have to completely shut the door and lock the key and run. Make a list of all the reasons how they hurt you, or anything they've ever lied or manipulated with you. Make a fucking list and put that bitch on your fucking screensaver. I don't give a fuck. This shit has helped me at the club in Denver. I put down everything that my ex did to me, and every time I would like miss her and like look, kind of go to text her, I would see it and I'd be like, "Fuck that bitch." It helps. Like, sometimes, especially me, I have like fucking amnesia or something. Like, I forget what these bitches do. I just will be like, "I miss it." No, bitch, you miss the sex. No, bitch, you miss feeling loved by someone that you found hot, sexy, and attractive. That's all they did for you. And you are going to find that again from somebody who's healed, from someone who treats you right, and for someone who's not a fucking jackass. And let's be real, you're not missing them. You're missing the version of them that you wanted them to be. Okay, I think we're on step 3. I think I forgot to say step 2, but whatever the fuck. You need to focus on yourself, baby. I want you to get a new goddamn hobby. I want you to do something that generates money. I want you to go out there and get your revenge fucking body. Like, if you're putting all the energy into yourself, I promise you are the fucking winner. And it doesn't even have to be like you have to do everything. Like, you have to like go and fly to Ibiza and be in fucking like John Summit's fucking VIP. You can literally binge watch a show. So after one of my breakups, I watched Jane the Virgin, binged it, love it. And then my last breakup, I watched Gilmore Girls for the first time, loved it, binged it. There's such comfort shows to me. Like, play games, start a new project, start something fun, plan a trip, be a fucking hermit and watch a show, but then get your ass out and go like try a new fucking Pilates class, a boxing class. Find something that's fun for you to do. Whatever makes you feel good and makes you feel recharged, do more of that. You need to lean on your people. Call your besties. Call your therapist. This is the time you have to lean on them. And if they're annoying about it, if they're like, you keep talking about it, then tell them to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, fucking Samantha. I'm gonna keep fucking talking about my breakup. Do you know why? Because it fucking emotionally damaged me. If you have friends like that, tell them to get the fuck out of your life, because you should not. You should feel supported. Like, when I say, oh my God, I miss her, they'll be like, honey, I know, but she's awful. And this is why. You should let your friends vent a healthy amount. Now, if they're like out crying in the club, you'd be like, hey, baby, you're letting him win. Like, you need friends that are uplifting you, want you to win, and will make you feel comforted and supported, but also give you a little bit of tough love. I'm somebody who likes tough love in quantities. I don't need it all the time, but sometimes it does help. But leaning on your people, spending time with your family, doing things that fill your cup is going to be key. Do not break no contact. I know this is tempting. I literally just broke it. Because I thought I was being mature and giving her closure. But it honestly just made things messier. And honestly, like, she was like pissed in the beginning, and then I blocked her, and then she called me from a fucking text now number, and she was so sweet, and like hearing her be so sweet and cry, I was just like, I miss you, but send the final text. Unless they haven't texted you. If they haven't texted you, don't. Send the final closure. Done. No more breaking it. If they cared enough to change, they would have already done it before you walked away. And here's what no one tells you. Walking away is the ultimate glow up. It's the best way to get your power back. You start to remember who you were before this relationship and outside of the relationship the whole time. You start finding your spark. You start regaining clarity. You stop settling for breadcrumbs and start expecting the goddamn cake, baby. And you stop painting red flags green like me. God, it's hard though, babies. It's really hard though. I get it. Also, if you have an ex who was kind of guilt tripping you into talking to you and like kind of pulled the I'm going to myself card, you tell somebody in their trusted friend group or family group. You take the responsibility off you, because they're not your responsibility anymore. They're just not. Your happiness is your only priority now. Every time you choose yourself, you're proving that you're worth more than just the bare minimum, the lies, the manipulation, and the chaos. All right, babies, if you're going through it, just know you're not alone. This shit is like a fucking emotional roller coaster, and it is not fucking easy at all. So give yourself some grace, drink your wine, take your edible, hang out with your girls, your boys, your friends. And walking away does not mean you did not love them. It just means you love yourself enough to say, I deserve better. So block them, stop checking their socials, focus on building your life that makes you excited to wake up in the morning. Go join a fucking Pilates class, get your ass out there, go make out with a stranger at a bar. I know it sounds gross, but couple tequila shots, baby, okay? You're so much more than your heartbreak. This isn't gonna last forever. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. You're gonna want to text them. Just replay the video. Just replay the pod, baby. Just replay the pod. Know that I'm here for you and I love you and you're perfect and you deserve so much motherfucking more. You're going to meet the right person one day. My parents didn't even meet till they were 34, and they've been together literally 20 plus years. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. Ew, I'm old. They've been together for a long time, okay? But for now, glow up, heal, baby, and remember your fucking worth. I love you, and thanks for listening to Kisses and Chaos. See you next week.